Mr. Yes, and today I have a video for you on the Tacamo Pump action markers. So this is one of them. This is the basic of the series. You can add pretty much all kind of accessory to it. Different buttstock, scope, sight. You can even make it with the internal air system here. And it is not compatible. This the linkage rod is not the same. That's the only part that's different, and it's not ready yet. When the internal kits come out, you can actually just buy the kit and upgrade it. But right now, the internal upgrade kit is currently not available. Probably another month or two, and you can actually upgrade it to the new trigger frame and the new buttstock, as well as the different accessory that you can add to it. You can also do the on the vortex as well. And most of these on the pump kit, you can actually upgrade your vortex marker to the pump action. The bolt, the blizzard, they all use the similar parts, but each one has just a little bit variation in the kit. So you have to get the right one if you want to upgrade your markers to the pump action. All right, I'm going to show you how to take it apart and then upgrade and put it back together. All right, before we start, I'm going to go over some basic information for you so you get the most out of your pump action marker. Most pump players, what we do is we know that there's no ball detent in the chamber here. So when you go to a close position and if you tip down your muzzle brake, the ball will roll out the barrel. So most of us do is we kind of pump, keep the muzzle up, and then we go fire. Some of us actually put a drop of nail polish right when the ball enter, so that way it adds a little bump that prevent the ball from rolling out. That works really well for me. This is what I did for my Phantom CCI. The another trick that we do is to use a ball sizer, and these ball sizers are probably the best that you can apply to your pump markers or any marker. And the way it works is that each sizer has a different dimension, different internal diameter here, and the sizer go right between your barrel and the marker. Each one is different size. So say for example, this one's how it's perfectly fit the ball. You have to push it through before it comes out, a little bit tight there. And this one right here going to be a little bit bigger, so it goes right in. So in other words, when you go to a paintball field, you don't know what kind of ball you're going to get. Maybe the ball has been there for a while, so it's swollen up, so it's bigger than normal, or it's fresh and new, it's small. You just don't know what kind of ball you're getting. So I recommend get a hammerhead barrel kit. This will give you the different size, different gauge size, and different fin. These are called fins. So what you do is you match the ball. You go through the different gauges, and then you match the right one, and then you drop in your fin here, and this is where you match the ball exactly to the fin, and that allows you to kind of shoot pretty much any type of ball. Better compression, shoot great for both first strike and paintball. So these markers are built with first strike. It's first strike ready. So if you're doing first strike, get a good rifle barrel that will give you the best possible distance and accuracy. Shape projectile, first strike, it's good to go. Each marker package comes with 2 magazines, so you can shoot regular paintball out the helix, or you can change to spring, and then you can shoot helix out this. So regular paintball on this one, or change to spring now. And then this is your first strike shape round ready. Pretty much you get everything that you need to kind of shoot your rounds there. The next thing I want to go over is what if you were to get a kit to convert your bolt markers into bolt, blizzard, or vortex marker from a regular semi-automatic to a pump action. Then these are the parts that come with. So this is the kit for the bolt and the blizzard. Your handguard right here, it comes with the sleeve. This sleeve goes inside in between here. And what it does is that it's a buffer for your barrel. So it depends on the size of barrel that you have. This barrel here, this is the standard 7/8 L diameter. So it goes in the sleeve right here. If you have just a regular type size barrel, roughly an inch, then you take the sleeve off and just slide right over, and that will work for you there. All right, so you get your hand guard, you get your sleeve, and then this is the rod, the guide rod that goes in on the top. This is your shape bolt. This is your transverse sleeve. This is your pump spring. This is your pump rod. You also need this linkage arm, and then you get your transfer block right here. This connects the rod to your handguard, and this is the most important part, but not really necessary. This is called the capsule pin. You don't have to replace this, but if you do need to, replace it, it reduces down the blowback, and it's inside the system. I'm not going to go through how to replace this, but I'm going to show you where it's located, and that way you can watch other videos as far as replacing this part. All right, so let's get oh, and these right here, if you are doing the Vortex version, you get this part instead of this. So you get this part. This is for the Vortex, and this is for the Bolt and Blizzard. Okay, so I'm gonna move these part to a side, and then as we taking them apart, the marker part are gonna go and point out where the part's located. That way, when you do take your own markers, you know what to do. All right, let me put this marker aside. All right, magazine. Right, this is the bolt. All right, so we're gonna take this apart. First thing, you press the little pin down, pull it out, and then roll your magwell off. This is similar to the semi-automatic video that I did before. So if you follow that other video and this one, it kind of combined together, get you the most of both text video. Right, the first thing you want to do is take off your pump handguard here. All right, comes right out. Just screw, slide your handguard forward. That's the handguard, your sleeve, and then take off your barrel. That's right here. See what this is what I'm talking about. See how the barrel and the sleeve is just one size there. And if you have, for example, this is your normal, this is your 1 inch, right? And it doesn't go through. So you take the sleeve off, and then it can slide right in, right there. So you don't need this in place of that. So you can't put this fin in, but if you take the sleeve off, you should be able to get it in there. All right, that's what I said by the sleeve. And then your transfer block, you take this out. Also, the transfer block has a long screw here, so you can actually back it out, or screw it in. Depends on how responsive you want your pump action to be. So the further you have it out, the more responsive it is. But you also don't want it too far because it weakens your the threads here. You want to be as close to the body as possible, barely touching it, and right about before it hits it. That's probably the best location to have that when you adjust it. This is what I'm talking about. So when the rack back, you want it as close to the body as possible, right? But not so far away. Okay. So let's take this apart. All right, the body front screw here. Front screw there. All right, strip the frame screw. All right, pair there. 2 more on the back, and we can take this thing apart. All right, so now it's there. You can just crack it open. Be careful in the back right here. It's spring loaded, so you want to keep it, hang on to it a little bit before you take it apart. Before you pop the body open, otherwise the spring will push the back curve off, and it'll fly everywhere. So here we go. Wiggle a little bit here. All right, here we go. So that came out. I'm gonna pop my body open here. All right, you can see the sleeve there. All right, that's pretty much it. As we go and we put it back together. That goes right here. All right. So first is this part right here. If you're upgrading, there's a see that the hammer, there's a missing O-ring. You don't need this hammer O-ring. You can take it out. That all it does is that it seals up the air on this valve, and then it's pushed the hammer back. Since we're not we don't need that action, you can take it out. This pin right here, this is called the capsule pin, and this is where the hammer strike it right in the inside right here, around the face. Your current one allow air to pass through. This one kind of a round version that doesn't allow air to pass through, some air to pass through, but not enough. The only difference that if you don't put this on, it's only going to give you like a little bit of extra air blowback, but other than that, it's not going to do anything for you. So if you don't replace it, it's still functional, but it's not the best, it's not the most efficient. If you do replace it, you get better efficient. And like I said, the valve right here, you can watch other videos, Tipman 8.5 valve or Tipman 8 valves. There's so many detailed video out there that they're going to show you how to take it apart. I'm not going to do that because there's so many tutorials out there that already it's already have that for you. There's no point of taking it apart. All right, so that's the whole valve assembly, and let's organize this whole assembly together so you know where the part goes, and then we'll put it back. All right, it's not ours. So here we go. My trigger frame far apart. Missing a safety here. All right, so I'm gonna stick the safety back in. All right. So first, like I said, we're gonna put this back together, and we're gonna point out where the part goes. So which part where it goes. So you have your valve assembly goes here. And then I'm gonna put the sleeve right here. See the sleeve? It's slide right over here. All right, and then you have your bolt. All right, there. All right, so now we put our hammer in, and then the hammer also has this the spring and the spring pin, which you can just slide over and put in the center hole, and then put in the slot. Right there. All right. Now try and keep everything together before it pops out. Your linkage arm, which your kit will come with a new linkage arm. This one a little bit shorter than the original. That is because we're adding an extra sleeve right here, so it has to have room to travel back and forth. That's what it does. So we have to put that extra linkage arm there. And a different linkage arm, different length. So your linkage arm connects to the new sleeve. Let me show really quick here how that goes. All right, that's how it goes to the sleeve in the front. And now this rod right here, and now this rod connects to your bolt, so that's why it's moving back and forth independently from your sleeve. All right. All right, now that's in there. Don't forget the ball detent, which is this little guy right here. When you take it out, make sure you put it back. Otherwise, this is the detent that the ball stop on your magazine, not the one in the front. earlier when we talked about the one in the front is this, it's this one right here. That's what I'm talking about. Once in this position right here, the ball is already about to be in the barrel already. That's why your ball has the propensity to roll out rather than stop right there. So when you have your bolt, this is your bolt in a closed position, and your ball is already in here. That's where the barrel is about right here. That's why you want to put a small little nail polish, or get the fin that goes in between your barrel, and that way it'll prevent the ball from rolling out. All right, so let's turn this thing to the right position, and then let's put it back together. Actually, I'm missing this rod right here. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's put your screw back. Loosen this out a little bit here. Sometimes it binds together, so you gotta take a little bit of time to put it in right. So the little crack here, that I have a little crack right here, it's not going together right here. Let's see what it does. Move this thing, it's not in the right position. All right, that's better. I kind of rotate that cap to the top position. Now it's actually giving me a better clearance to put it back in, so now it's back. All right, let's put the screw in for the trigger frame first. All right, the next screw. Yeah, there we go. That's a perfect snap in together right there. And then the back screw. And then I'm gonna tighten this one in the front up. And then you put your hinge screw in right here. All right, now that's together, let's take this one out. Because once that's in place, then we can take it out. That way we can finish our installation. Because this is where this rod goes. All right, here we go. Slide this rod over. There. Again, if you were to do the vortex, it goes right here. In the barrel adapter and the guide, it's as one piece, all right? Rather than having two separate ones. Now I'm gonna put my spring back, and then my transfer block. All right, there you go. Gonna slide my barrel on first. And then I'm gonna slide my sleeve on. And then slide slide my stuff in. Make sure the hose align. There's a little screw here, pop back in. Wiggle a little bit if it has to. Let me see if it's see it's straight. Okay. And turn it in. There we go. Turn it over and tighten it up. All right, we're almost there. Now all we have to do is just slide in the mag well, slide forward. And now your safety. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can see that I have to struggle a little bit. Most people just kind of redo the video, but I don't think that's it's perfect every time. So each tech is different. I mean, you take it apart, you put it back together, you miss something, it happens. So instead of just kind of skip the whole process, I want to show you how even when I work on this on day in, day out, I still have to kind of overcome the little things that it happens. Sometimes the parts can has like small tweak to it, or some little nuance in that. It's normal. So you just gotta play around it and work it out. That's pretty much it. I hope that this helped you on upgrading your marker into your pump and answer some questions how the system work. And you have any questions, just message me or give me a shout. We'll try to give you the most support I can. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you out there.
Combat Sports.